you dumb, beautiful fucker.
Who wants to be in America's slash fic with Abraham Lincoln?
Louisiana Purchase, that's a name.
You need to really get off my balls, okay? I'm gonna kick your ass.
Also, why was Michelangelo so stinky? Ew.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 229 of AllYouCanHear podcast. I'll be your host today, Patrick. And joining me today are my 5 classic co-hosts.
Scared of the people in the walls, Colt.
Wenzel.
I shitted.
Tangerine Tanner.
Ooh.
It's Coconut Cody.
Can you believe it? All 6 lads are back together for the first time since March of 2020.
Yeah, have fun editing that later, motherfuckers.
Darwin and Piper upstairs just start going ape shit.
Yeah, in the interim, we all became big fans of Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah. Moved to Florida.
Because all Georgia Bulldog fans bark.
I'm just a fan of Makima.
No, I was going to say we've all read Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. I know we're all so used to Roll Tide here in Alabama. We're like, Roll Tide. I'm like, okay, thank you. But, like, could you imagine being a Georgia fan and just having everyone fucking bark at you every time? You're like,
Nice, sure.
honestly, I would say that's assault.
That'd be pretty funny.
Well, and you know some awkward motherfucker, too, is just going to start barking at you for no fucking reason. So you're like, what's going on?
It's like Georgia football fans when they're angry.
I think
Don't talk to me, I'm angry.
Georgia Bulldogs fans when they're sad.
Hey, Georgia Bulldog fans, when they have to piss, they're peeing on the floor.
Georgia Bulldogs fans when they're excited.
I think what we found out is that Georgia is the best place for pup play, and 2, Wenzel is moving to Georgia.
Georgia Bulldogs.
Georgia Bulldogs, when they die, they go to hell because no dogs go to heaven. They are sinners.
Oh yeah, Georgia Bulldogs have no souls.
Yeah, I read somewhere the other day, and I know you guys did a VeggieTales special that I didn't listen to because I was in the middle of fucking moving to Florida. But I remember I saw a little thing the other day about VeggieTales, how the showrunners specifically
Made Larry hot.
Yeah.
Yes! Someone finally said it.
Cucumber.
Ow, that hurt.
No, for me it was. I found out that they specifically made it to where they could not imply or even overtly state that the VeggieTale vegetables were going to heaven. Whenever they were talking about the salvation of Christ, they always said,
I did hear that.
The VeggieTale vegetables could look at the TV. They were like, you can be saved.
It's too
Larry
late.
and the tomato. What's the Terry?
Bob.
Larry and Bob were in hell.
No. What's gonna happen is whenever it comes to fucking the rapture, they're gonna stay on Earth. Like that's gonna be some wild, crazy shit,
God,
bro.
they're just going to be so...
Do they still make new VeggieTale?
Shorts.
I don't think so.
Pat, what are we talking about today?
That's like nothing. This.
Well, this.
So the thing is, because this is our first banter session with all 6 hosts, I mean, it's kind of just anything goes.
This is literally this weekend's going to be the first weekend we've all 6 of us have been in the same room for over 12 hours since March of last year.
Okay, hold on though. I have a quick question. Do you think the VeggieTales, if they're left on Earth during the rapture, the 7 years war or whatever?
7 years of tribulation. It's all bullshit. It's not even in the fucking Bible.
Cockroaches versus vegetables.
What I was gonna say is, you think they're gonna be on the side of like God, or you think they're gonna serve with Satan's army?
Satan's army for sure.
Larry for sure would
get
get pissed off, especially after the whole Larry Man bit. Is that
Larry Boy
bit? Mm-hmm. He's like, I was a superhero for Jesus, and I'm a cucumber for Jesus, and he doesn't get bought up in the rat. Yeah, he is turning heel.
He's going to be one of the big bads.
Jonathan, I need an explainer real quick. Why
Hold on, I gotta cut you off there. Now imagine this. Now imagine this. Larry the Cucumber has a fucking strap on for a demon. Okay, you could go now.
What?
You just got Kanye.
Larry,
How do you
okay,
feel?
let's say this. Larry the Cucumber is still a true Christian, right? So when the demons find him, Satan takes him, puts him on as a strap on.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What is the okay? First of all,
Is this what y'all talked about on the VeggieTales episode?
Kinda.
hold on.
We ranked him on a tier list based on political.
No, I
ideology.
understand that. Has Wenzel just had the strap-on bit? Like, and he's like, as soon as VeggieTales comes back up on
No,
the
it was a spark
podcast.
of genius right now.
Hold
Anyway.
on. That's me rewinding. Cucumbers, the opposite of a cucumber. So if Larry the Cable Guy, wait, hold on. If Larry the Cucumber is a Christian, so the opposite of a Christian is obviously a Satanist. And if that is the case, then the opposite of a cucumber is technically a pickle, I would assume?
No. That they're two sides of the same coin. Which could you say the same about Satanists and Christians? I don't know. I'm not smart enough to make the argument.
Rick somehow. I'm trying to get the fucking pickle Rick.
It's just
it's
like
literally
question-
the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Pickle Rick's getting raptured because that's Rick's soul in the pickle.
And he's
That's
just
true.
like, "Fuck you."
Technically, does that make like that
Actually-
episode of Rick and Morty just an extension of VeggieTales?
Well, have you ever heard the theory that every television show is connected? That could be how VeggieTales and Rick and Morty are connected.
By just the virtue of there being a vegetable?
Yeah, it's all a consequence of the finale of Saint Elsewhere.
Though I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to detract like this. You were gonna say something originally before I.
No, that was his stupid thing he was going to say. He was going to
Oh, my stupid thing. I'm gonna fucking kill your
Wenzel,
cat.
that was years ago.
Sorry.
But the Saint Elsewhere bit was there was this show, I want to say like the 80s, where the finale was, it was all like, it was a show about a hospital, but this autistic kid like dreamed it up in his mind, and he like looked at it through a snow globe.
Oh,
and
Ash
all
Ketchum.
Huh?
What? Ash Ketchum, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, whenever the theory that Pokemon is actually just like Ash Ketchum in his deathbed and dying from cancer, and
yeah,
like,
but everybody uses that for every show.
But like
One person
but-
came
but
up with
this
the
is like-
deathbed theory, and that just propagated through time. Everything's a coma dream. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah. No, this
how
is like
original.
the legit ending to this show. Was like it was all in the head of this autistic.
No, that
kid.
is real. That did
and
happen.
like the people, the hospital were people of his apartment complex. However, like the character, like certain characters from Saint Elsewhere were in other shows, and then there's this wild chain of how all these shows are connected.
All right.
If you take ivermectin, you wake up into the real world.
Fuck.
God damn it!
Both getting political over here.
Okay, Gabe.
Finally. Can I say it? Can I say
Can
it?
we talk about Alex Jones for
Yeah, Tanner, you can say it.
I'm not going to
Say it!
I'm not going to say it.
No, don't.
Because I don't want to create any more editing for anybody editing that Wenzel was at the Capitol riots. I do not want it.
That is a joke.
Now
by the
I
way-
have to edit that out.
No, we you know what? Why don't we say it?
Well, fucking Tanner on his show said that I was an anti-vaxxer and anti-masker.
First of all, to be fair, Jonathan was there to defend themselves. Wenzel was not on the episode where we joked that Wenzel was at
Yeah.
the Capitol riots. But also, I
Wenzel
built-
was not at the Capitol.
no, was not.
We
Thank
edited
you
that.
for
Didn't
clarifying,
Didn't
guys.
you edit it out anyways from the episode?
But it's a little sad.
It got edited out.
But it's a
This
little
is
sad.
getting
It was
edited out.
believable.
We'll see. It depends on who is editing this one.
Yeah.
You have to remember because we're going to have to edit this episode after we come back from like 72 hours of hanging out with all these dudes in a single room.
I feel like we should go ahead and say we're all vaccinated and highly responsible people in
Not me.
regards to
Yeah,
COVID.
we wouldn't go to the
Yes.
Capitol
we
riots.
should. Yeah, we should. As I cough. But for real though, I think that we all should like recognize the fact that we're all very responsible. Wear masks everywhere. We've got our vaccinations. So, like, we are taking every precaution to be together as a group. So, just want to put that out there so that people listening to this don't think, you know what? They're fucking breaking the law.
Well, I mean, we've been pretty candid about.
Yeah.
If you ain't vaccinated, don't fucking listen to the podcast.
Hey,
Yes.
Spotify, you hear that? We don't take horse medicine like Joe Rogan. So, want to hit us
Bro,
up?
put us at the top.
We'll be out there with last podcast on the left.
Oh, you guys are making money off the
Oi!
Look, it's only a matter of time. Once you hit 5 years, you just automatically get sponsored. That's why we've just been waiting our time.
This is the 4th year, Pat.
We're waiting.
What do you think comes out
The
before?
podcast turns 5 in 8 months.
That's fucking crazy. God,
I mean, our 250th episode's in February, and the 250th regular episode, we were like 200 and
You're almost in the 300s.
yeah,
for,
we'll hit 300 before we hit 300 pieces of audio on AYCH's feed before we hit our actual 200.
You'll hit that this year because I think I looked at the Apple feed the other day and it was like 289.
Yep.
Or some crazy number.
Hey, can we do merch now? Can you guys can we get the merch going? If Justin can literally launch a podcast and launch merch the next day and make money off of it, we can do merch.
I don't know. That's
trying to get them to pin down the goddamn like merch ideas, like trying to catch a cloud.
Oh, all I said.
Don't point at me. I'm not involved anymore.
I've been telling. I
pointed at me.
told Tanner since the beginning. Why don't we just put the logo on a T-shirt and just put it out there? He's like,
Just the logo on a T-shirt would look so stupid.
it does not look stupid. I agree.
Oh, here's your voice.
I agree with Cody. I think like it's nice, it's solid.
I
it's
was on
basic,
board
it's
with that too.
It's
Like
just
like
something-
if nothing else, just the shirt.
Yeah. At this point, this as much time and effort we've put into this podcast, or I say we, including me, duh.
Cody did not edit the podcast for
No.
about 2.5 years.
Also, Cody never finished our website either.
I did forget about that.
And also,
Coming 2019, baby.
Cody just disappeared and didn't do a goodbye episode. We just said Cody's gone.
Well, to be
do
completely
a goodbye
fair,
episode.
both of our goodbye episodes got cut because COVID happened.
Nah.
Because remember that episode we announced we were leaving on was our last episode. Because my last episode was going to be, I think I can say it now, was going to be a Tanner's Improv Hell, and Cody's was going to be
Kodak's 11, where we
it
where
was
we,
Ocean 11.
where we like bullshit a heist movie where you were like the Danny Ocean character.
That's a good bit. That's a really good bit.
Yeah.
It's a good.
It's not happening anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're back.
Okay, I'm back, guys.
I have a podcast on
Okay,
the
I'm
feed
leaving
now,
again.
so
Yeah, Tanner, what was it? Yesterday, he was like talking about something about the podcast. I was like, oh, it looks like Tanner's running the fucking podcast again. Like, instead of a bitch.
I'd
So-
never.
Tanner was begging for that fucking
Oh
episode.
my god! Because I'd already fallen asleep. This is about the All Out review. I'd already fallen asleep, and I was like, I don't have enough time before work to put it on my feed. So I was like, I gotta get it. And I'd fallen asleep, and my knees were hurting because I've effed up my knees again.
Praying to Jesus.
So
Cody,
yeah,
because Tanner was taking bumps during All Out.
yeah, it's because I told Riley, I was like, I took a back bump. She was like, what the hell is that? I was like, I fell on my back.
If you tell any other person, like if you say, hey, I took a back bump in Miami, that means you did coke off of someone's ass crack.
I know.
On Miami Beach. But no, I'm excited to be here today. I've flown in all the way from the great state of Miami, Florida, and
After he escaped from his box in Tampa.
after I escaped my box in Tampa,
He went south to get here for some reason.
I was like, I gotta fucking go to fucking Miami. So I went to Miami, and I'm living it up there. I live in a penthouse.
Making his way downtown.
I'm actually technically living in a penthouse. It's not a penthouse.
The high life, the rich and famous that Cody's living now.
It's like
That's why Cody's paying for all the groceries when we go after this.
I gotta make a few phone calls.
Thank you. Redacted.
So Cody like orders the groceries, but they have to come in from Miami.
Oh,
That would
fuck.
actually. We ordered from Whole Foods in Miami.
I would go home.
They won't be here for 2 weeks.
I gotta be real with you. That would cost about double what it costs here.
Yeah, I know. And we have a Whole Foods.
Like earlier, you said, "Hey, let's go to Target to get groceries," and I was thinking, "Fuck, we're gonna spend so much money." And then I realized, "Oh no, I'm not in fucking Miami, where everything's double the price of what it is around."
yeah,
here,
and we're
so.
just getting frozen food. I'm eating like garbage this week. I'm eating pails of garbage.
taquitos in ass. High five.
Your brother's right there.
Jonathan gave me a high five for that
Your
one.
brother's right here.
Man, that's a bit that's literally.
Oh my god, okay, yeah, the taquitos and ass bit. That is an old bit.
From 3
We
years
came
ago.
up with the banter weekend at Wenzel's house.
fucking 3 years ago when
Yeah.
we made the worst episode of the podcast that's out there.
Yeah.
Nah, Gorilla TV's funny.
Huh?
Gorilla TV is
Yeah, because
funny.
that was the episode Wenzel talked about coming blood.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna edit that out either. I was just,
Nothing got edited out of the
Yeah.
podcast for the first 2.5
Nothing
years.
got edited until y'all left.
Wait, why'd
Well,
you
that
say? Why'd
To
you
be
say?
fair, I couldn't edit.
Let's go back. You say me coming blood?
Yeah, that was your bit from that episode.
That sounds like a bit you would have came up with 3 years ago.
Because like when Cody was like reading back the notes, it's like, hey guys, just get my blood cum, right?
I do think I remember.
And Pat
that.
would have listened to the archive most recent-ish. I've listened back within the last year to all the 2017 episodes.
I would rather listen to somebody who's actually been on the podcast.
Also, Coming Blood.
Pat, I was on the podcast.
Colt's trying to talk. His ass has been over there quiet in the corner for fucking 2 hours since we been started talking.
Coming Blood is like not your worst bit, so why are you so defensive over it? Why are you
No,
saying?
I was just wanting to know when I said it.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's
you.
definitely not as bad as the
I
time
want,
you
like-
fucking raided the Capitol.
Oh,
God!
I was going to say it.
Also, did anybody hear my stab at Tanner? I was like, well, I'd rather hear it from somebody else who's actually been on the podcast for the past few years, but okay.
I've been on the podcast. I've been on the
Oh my
podcast
God,
every calendar year.
No, you don't fucking lead the podcast anymore, so shut the fuck
I
up.
didn't say
Everybody just start kissing.
Now I will say,
We're all vaccinated.
Yo!
Put my fingers in your mouth.
on the subject of worst bits, I think Colt's worst bits in terms of like, oh, that's raunchy, is when you compared your mom's vagina to a cave.
It was a
I
quick
remember
joke.
that.
It was a quick joke that I immediately regretted.
I hope that was something that was edited out of the podcast.
I mean, like,
No, that's
no,
still
it was
there.
not.
That's still
That
there.
was during, like, I think Cody's era.
It was during the food trip.
It was one of the earliest episodes.
like episode 9.
It was because we went to the
caverns.
cave.
The soda was it Soda Cavern?
I don't
No,
know.
no, Cathedral Caverns.
Cathedral
Cathedral
Caverns in Huntsville.
Caverns. Oh, but by the way, I would love to go back there, but
I would too.
I went back there. I went with you guys, and then I went back there about a year and a half ago. Like it was like 2019. No, it was into 2019 in November, and I went back there, and fuck me, is it still just as good?
yeah, I'm
Man,
gonna go.
Cathedral Caverns is just something that, like, it's something that you could. It's really is like only in Alabama, because it really is. Like, there's no caves that are as big as that cave.
Yeah.
And it was like you're walking through a goddamn airport hangar, like a
Yeah.
mile beneath the earth.
My sister and brother-in-law just went for the first time, and they were talking about it. It made me really want to go back.
I really want to go. I want to go. Y'all want to go caving?
No.
I thought you were going to say camping. No to both, but
You don't want to go. Oh, let's go camping.
That doesn't sound great, I'll be honest with you.
I want to do another food trip.
yeah,
Food trip sounds
yes.
cool.
yes.
Do you know what's cheap? Camping.
No, I want something.
I live in a big city now, boys.
I want something overly expensive, overly planned, change on the fly. Half the restaurants. Jonathan gets sick and can't come.
I got like deathly ill for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
The few 5 hours that if he would have just like gone with us, he would have been fine halfway to fucking Huntsville.
Well, it was
But
funny.
I was like, I had to shake. I had to go to the fucking hospital.
I remember when you were leaving, I was actually really worried because I saw you coming down the stairs. You were shaking so bad.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I thought you were dying.
I went upstairs. I went to bed, and all of a sudden I got really fucking cold, like really cold. And I get under, and it didn't matter. Like I had like 2 comforters on, and I was still freezing.
Bizarre.
And then like when like I had the covers like ripped off from me, I was like, ugh.
That's fucking weird.
It was like I had epilepsy or something.
Weird.
And like teeth were chattering and shit, and I felt like dog shit.
All right, someone's got to get deathly ill this weekend. so-
Okay, hold on a minute. We got whole different circumstances now, Colt.
yeah,
Well, not
obviously
viral. How about just
somebody has to
break
eat
our
so
legs.
many taquitos they want to die.
Let me tell
And
you
that
right
will be
now,
Cody.
Yesterday, I had in the airport, I found this like little like counter. I think it's called Manchu Walk is the name of the place. And I was thinking, oh shit, it's basically Panda fucking Express just in this airport. And it was also relatively cheap airport food because I had just saw right down the way if there was no line at this Chinese place. And I just saw a line at this chicken tender place that I had never heard of before, where the chicken tender is like a 3 tender plate and with fries or whatever was fucking $14 in this
Oh.
airport.
Oh, bite my whole ass.
And I
It's
was
airport food. It's like the markup is insane.
Well, at this Manchu Walk place, it was like $10 for like a two entree platter, and I was like that's pretty much university buffet food. What is it? Panda Express at like the university's fucking whatever.
God, what's that place in the Galleria that is Asian restaurant in like Southern food.
I don't know, but it's amazing.
It's it's called like Cajun or something like that.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, no, they have those in Florida too in the malls. It's actually really cool.
We went to
Hell yeah.
What con was it that we went to?
was
I
Magic
ate
City.
it like 6 times that weekend.
It had to be Magic City.
Yeah.
But I ate that yesterday, and I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be fine. I get on the plane, I'm fine. I get home, I'm fine. And then last night, before going to bed, suddenly my body's like, I have to take a shit. And so I was at Tanner's house, staying at Tanner's house, and I had to go poop. So I went to his bathroom that's beneath the stairs. Absolutely fucking shitting my brains out underneath the stairs of his home.
There's 2 doors under the stairs. I'm just picturing you going to the not
bet-
bathroom.
Like the actual like Harry Potter.
He's by
closet.
the
You just
water
go and
heater.
Rip ass in.
I swear it was a toilet.
But the whole time you're telling your plane story, I was thinking like, Cody's got to have this shit so bad they have to turn the plane around.
If 100%, if that would have hit me on the plane, I might have sat on that toilet for the entire 2-hour ride it took to get here. Like I couldn't like.
We had to make an emergency
I want to
landing.
reference this. Cody was in my bathroom for less than 10 minutes.
No, I was. But the thing is, though, is that like in that 10 minutes, I was sweating, I was convulsing, I was shitting my fucking brains out.
I'm glad he had the fan on. I could not hear
I had
this.
to clean. I accidentally pissed outside the toilet.
What the fuck are you doing?
I was shitting.
Did you
He
pee
pissed
in
all over
between
the mirror?
seat and
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Because that toilet is really small.
It's
It
really
is.
Yeah, it is a
and
small
my
toilet.
fucking fat ass like slides off.
Bro, let me tell you, whenever I was sitting there, I went to go wipe my ass. The seat shifted a little bit, made a loud ass noise, and I swear to God, I thought I had pinched my ball sack in the seat, between the seat and the toilet.
Y'all got to use the upstairs guest bathroom. It's the biggest toilet
Why
in the
didn't you
house.
tell us that before?
There's an upstairs toilet.
Well, and at
Okay,
least
well,
we won't
we-
have to listen to people shit while we watch
Well,
TV.
that's the problem, Tanner. Last night, I also had to shit again after I had gone to bed. So there I am.
Why'd you make it sound like it was his fault?
Yeah, Tanner, what the
No,
fuck?
let me explain. Okay. I was in my underwear, just my underwear, okay? And I was like,
Like Walter White, tidy
I
whitey
was
shit.
like, I've known Tanner for years. You know,
I also think Riley has seen Cody in a shirt and boxers at this point.
at some point, probably, but I wasn't even in a shirt. I was just in underwear.
Okay.
And I was like, I gotta poop. And I was like, you know what? If Riley comes out,
Cody
it's
did
fine.
butt ass naked to
Life
poop.
goes on. I was like, if you know, my biggest fear was Tanner's cat socks fucking going after my crotch. That was my biggest
But he
fear.
sleeps in the bedroom with us.
Yeah, so the
Tanner,
shut.
I got shit in my drawers. I got shoved down the shower drain.
So I
What? Is this a reference? Why'd you say that?
anyways.
That's a very personal reference. He just that's supposed between the boys.
I thought we mentioned that on the show.
I don't
We'll
think so.
cut that out.
so
Or keep it. I don't know.
we went. So I went to the guest bathroom, which is right beside the room I'm staying in. To the guest bathroom, and I went to go sit down to shit. And thank God I looked. No toilet paper on the thing. I was like, okay. I looked in every fucking drawer. No toilet paper in that bathroom.
Do not ask me why Riley keeps the toilet paper in the laundry room.
She keeps the toilet paper in the laundry room.
Yes.
Thank God I know that, because you know what I had to do? I had to go downstairs in my goddamn underwear with poop about to shoot out my fucking asshole, and then poop downstairs, because that's the only goddamn bathroom in the
God.
whole entire house that
I'm
had
sorry.
toilet paper.
I'll be
That's
real-
so funny. It was so funny too because we left Cody at the house today. Cody didn't drive, so Cody's at my house. He has the garage clicker, which by the way I hope you bought because I needed to get into the house.
Oh fuck, Wenzel got it.
And we didn't leave Cody any food at the house because Riley and I have been dieting, and this weekend's like our cheat weekend, so we had like no like real food in the house. So I just messaged Cody, was like, "Oh, you just get whatever you want in the freezer." I had no idea there was any food in the freezer.
Yeah, no, that was the thing. There was nothing. There was 2 leftover buffalo chicken tenders.
Oh, we had some macaroons in there.
Anyways, so I ate a bowl of popcorn. I ate a couple Kit Kats, and I ate 2 chicken buffalo chicken
I
tenders.
would love to know how many Kit Kats you ate because I have 4 bags of Kit Kats at the house.
I ate a solid at least 7.
Did you have the cherry blossom kind?
Yeah, I did. They were really good.
Fantastic.
There's still some there.
I had the
Have you
raspberry.
had the witches?
We're going to get some tonight because there's a big Halloween variety bag of Kit Kats that has regular Kit Kats in it, the Witch's Brew, and the orange. It's just the white chocolate Kit Kats, but they're orange, and we're getting those.
Ooh.
That sounds lit as fuck, because those fucking witches brew
We
ones,
can't keep those at the house. Like, I bought a bag like 2 days ago, and they were gone in like 24
What's the
hours.
witch's brew taste like?
They're
It-
marshmallow.
marshmallow flavor.
But it's like a light green color.
Yeah, they're
It's
so
good
good.
as fuck.
It's like the best
and
Kit
like,
Kat
I can't stop.
the U.S. has ever released.
Huh?
I
That's
can't
crazy.
stop eating them.
Oh, the Fruity Pebble one is pretty good.
Fruity
I
Pebble
haven't,
is
I haven't
good.
had the Fruity Pebble one. The birthday cake one was too cakey for me. It tasted too artificial. The marshmallow one, the witch's brew,
Coffee
beautiful.
one also really good.
Coffee one is good.
Also, last night Riley made, and you guys are gonna be really jealous, made buffalo chicken salad last night. Best fucking salad I have ever had in my goddamn life.
Like a green salad, not like a chicken salad. That
No,
was
no,
like,
not like chicken salads.
Yeah, it was actually like a green leafy salad with like onions and fucking jalapenos and fucking avocado and chicken. And where was that ranch from?
Wingstop.
That was the one.
Wingstop has the best ranch. It has better
I
ranch.
don't like its ranch with its wings or fries. I don't like its ranch, but
Oh,
like
that's weird.
on that salad, that fucking it was delicious.
Well, they're not going to be that jealous because last time they were all over, Riley cooked us quesadillas, frijoles,
so good.
and Mexican rice.
it
and
was some of the
so good.
best stuff you could
Yeah,
get.
that's best quesadilla.
And
Best Mexican rice.
Wenzel came over to our house one time because Riley cooked a lot of Cajun pasta, and I was like, "Wenzel, you want some?" He's like, "Yeah," and he came with like a brownie tray. He's like, "This is the only thing I had." It put so much in it and left, and we still had a ton.
'Cause I didn't know. They were like, just take some. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Tell me
very.
when to stop.
It makes me very happy to know that Riley does not know how to cook for just 2 people. So that means that she could feed the entire group every time she cooks. at
Yeah,
this
and
point.
she loves cooking for
She
like big
handed
groups.
me this motherfucking salad, and I was like, "Oh, why are you? I guess we're all gonna eat off this one plate because it was. I mean, it was a serving platter plate. It wasn't just like a plate. Like
No, those are our plates
those are fucking massive.
because
plates.
that's the plates we usually use for steaks because we usually use paper plates, but those are like our steak plates.
Those were massive. They were massive plates full of salad. I'm like, holy shit, is this all for me? Yep, all for you. And then they both got. I was like, damn. Ooh, see, there's a little bit of it coming back up.
It does the heart good.
That's
Either
probably
that or
your-
it's indigestion.
It's probably
Who
your
knows?
9 Kit Kats actually.
9 Kit Kats or the burger I had from Cookout, the fries I had from Cookout.
Oh, I forgot.
and the corn dog.
We've already all ate too.
Yeah. I'm full. I'm full. All
Well,
right,
that's a
well, good
podcast.
Patrick, what do you got to say? You haven't said shit.
Well, I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm here every week.
Yeah, that's true. We are here.
Oh wait,
every
are we
week.
expected to carry the show?
Yeah,
Even though I
fucking
have a podcast.
Talk
on the
about
feed?
your weird balls or something.
My weird balls.
Not
Well-
you,
well,
Tanner.
No,
Well, I will
hold
say,
on. Patrick is the one that brought it up. Patrick, talk about your weird balls.
Well, I will say I am wearing hot pants right now, and my pants are shorter than my underwear, so my balls might come out.
Yeah, I'm like, Patrick, if you're going to fucking wear booty shorts, at least fucking take your underwear off. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
let the
I
boys
agree.
out.
Let them boys
Cody,
breathe.
you don't understand because I have a pair of them too, but it would be illegal if I came out in public with those because holy shit, were the testiculars very contorted.
Now they made like regular, like I guess do they have like the girdle inside? I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, they have like
they do, but I had to cut.
Oh
that
yeah,
shit
you have to
out.
cut it out of those shorts. Tempos is the word I was thinking of.
there you go.
Just imagine one ball coming out one side and one on the other. Kind of look like a weird Mickey Mouse situation
I feel like
going on.
Yeah, basically.
Because that reminds me, like, I feel that just sounds like testicular torsion. I feel like a lot of people from our high school town have been diagnosed with testicular torsion.
That's
yeah,
true.
because, Like
We at
like
this
me-
table know 2 people.
Yeah, like me and Pat will talk about like weird Brookwood shit, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we knew like 5 people each who got their fucking nuts
Yeah,
twisted."
I had one guy in class literally scream out in pain, "Oh my fucking balls," and had to be carried by the large giant in our class to the nurse.
I wasn't there, but I do remember that.
Yeah, that's,
When we said John, I'm like actually imagining like this giant like mud man is just like, oh, there's Gizmo. Pick him up, take him out there.
come on, Iron Giant, go pick him up. Yeah, no, that's pretty much.
Superman.
Yeah, but yeah, no, we're enjoying. I'm enjoying. I've only been here for a day and a half at this point, and it's been a great time.
It's like he's
And
never
I was at
left.
work all
He
day.
falls right back into all of his bad habits the second he gets back around us.
That fucking Tanner has a dog now. I don't know if anybody in this podcast knows about that. Tanner has a dog named Otis, 14 years old. Was given by some people who they didn't want him anymore, even though he's the sweetest goddamn dog on the planet. Looks like a fucking puppy.
He does have a puppy face.
He kind of looks like if you mixed a Shiba Inu with a Pomeranian. Like, that's what he kind of looks like. He's very soft, very fluffy, very sweet, but he's 14 years old. So he got some achy bones, he got some achy legs. And this morning, I went to go get him out the cage because Tanner was at work, and he knew I'd be there. So I went and got him out to go to the bathroom out of his little, what are they called, a crate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever
Dog
it's called.
prison.
Hold on.
Hold on, it's called crating, and it is a good thing to do, especially with dogs who are new to his space, because they've been at his house for 2 weeks.
Well, it's no different than like a baby cage or a crib, or what do they call them nowadays?
Yeah, baby
Hold
cages.
on.
Baby
They do not
cage.
call cribs baby cages.
But maybe we should start calling them
It'd be
that.
crazy. It's
I
like
mean, that's what they are.
They're
I mean,
baby
I
prisons.
Let me just say, the early '90s were a wild place.
we have to make sure this kid doesn't get out, and they just flip the crib upside
Pat, are you
down.
saying you were locked in a cage when you were little?
Despite all your rage,
We were all locked in a cage when we were little.
I don't know.
some would
Despite all
say
his rage,
we as a
it's still just a
society
cat in a
are
cage.
still locked in a cage.
Ain't that right, brother?
It's what you fucking deserve.
Oh, that was weird.
I feel like we need to go have a conversation with Mr. and Mrs. Patrick.
That's fantastic.
Good,
But-
getting-
Yeah, when I marry myself, my
Yeah.
clone.
So I let Otis out of the cage, and he was doing just fine. He's got to get down
because he wants it all.
Want it all. I started out with a kiss.
Okay.
How did it end up like this?
How did it end up like this?
It was only a kiss.
It was only a kiss.
And now he was falling asleep.
Anyways,
She's calling a cab.
And she's calling a cab.
And she's calling the cab.
We-
And she's
Have
calling
some
the cab.
Alabama.
And she's calling the cab.
And
And
she's
she's
calling
calling
the
the
cab.
cab.
And she's calling the cab.
Anyway, so
And she's calling the
I
cab.
wanted to go put him outside. He doesn't like going outside until he's outside, and then he enjoys being outside. So
That's
he can
all I'm
go-
running around.
So he can go pee pee and poo poo outside, but he refused to go outside. And I was like, okay, we'll wait a little bit. And anyways, so wait a little bit, and then I let him stretch and everything. And then I'm gonna go put him outside, and I realized I was like, okay, well I gotta put the cat up because if I don't, Socks, the kitten that Tanner now has too. He's had it for what, 2 months now, 3 months,
5 months.
5 months. You've had that.
Yeah.
I got Socks when he was 2 weeks old, and
He's
he's
a little demon.
5 months old now.
Little evil little bastard. Anyways, so I went and put him in the understairs bathroom where I shit my fucking brains out, and
There's still doo-doo in the toilet.
I thought I had to clean the rim with toilet paper.
What? Did you poop on the toilet paper?
It was bad. It was a really bad poop.
I'm so glad he didn't mention this last night. It was
No.
like almost 11
Now,
when we went
because
to
what
bed.
I'm imagining, like when Cody's in the bathroom, it's like the hyperbolic time chamber. Like 2 hours of shit is like compressed into like 10
I'm gonna be
minutes.
honest. I didn't even notice Cody was in the bathroom because we were watching Destination Fear, and then I just like glance at the couch. I'm like, oh, Cody's not here anymore.
Yeah.
And then I heard the fan and the light on in the bathroom. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no. I've gotten used to a bidet back home.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
man.
Fancy
Bucket.
pants.
It was $20 at
Bucket.
Walmart. Like,
Look
no-
at me, I'm a 1%er.
The
Look at
life
Cody
of
with
the
like
rich and
20 bucks to
famous.
spare.
Cody-
Oh.
Hey, here's your Tanner household bidet.
Oh, spit on
My
him.
butthole? I can't believe
There's
you
20 people in town will pay good money for that.
I know at least 5 of them right now I can call. No, but then I went to go let Otis out again. I put the
Yeah,
cat-
it checks out.
I put the cat in the bathroom, but apparently I didn't shut the door well enough because I went to go put Otis outside, open the door to the backyard. The cat bolts out the fucking bathroom like bat out of hell, jumps over the couch, launches himself outside, and I had to go chase the goddamn cat. Dog refuses to come out of the fucking house.
Yeah.
I put the cat back in the bathroom, shut the door, push Otis outside, and he's like, grumpy because he's fucking old man.
Yep.
And
Clint Eastwood.
he goes outside. As soon as he gets outside, he's like happy, goes to piss and shit. And I look around and I start smelling something. What is that smell? I look over and he has pissed in his cage.
Yeah.
He has pissed in his cage. And it's because he is an old man and he's got arthritis. And I understand that. But then I had to fucking figure out Tanner. I went to go wash clothes. I had to go wash the fucking sheets. I had to-
Cody's earning his keep.
yeah, I suddenly had to go fucking figure out how to work the fucking washing machine, work the dryer. I had to text Tanner, hey, can I put Riley's clothes? It was like fucking. I had to.
He had to clean up a trail of piss from the leaky blankets
I
all the way
mopped
upstairs.
the fucking floor underneath the cage. I swept the floor.
He earned his keep.
I
And
did.
Cody bought me dinner.
Yeah, and I bought fucking Tanner
Yeah,
dinner.
and he's paying for all the groceries.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Big butt Cody.
See, we're all screaming, so you have to do it now.
Yeah. We've all got really hyped
Tell
about
him,
this idea.
it's just tell your bank it's a prank.
Hey, I don't know who made those.
buy this. I didn't buy it.
I didn't buy it. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Technically, you get one of those probably.
Wow, how to like waste that on.
I'm not gonna waste it on $60 worth of groceries.
It's kind of, you can do the same with Amazon.
I mean, if
Hey, let's
I'm
go
just-
around the room and say, what is one bank fraud we would commit?
I've never done.
I
this.
feel like I'm in a very unique position to speak on this,
I
and
call tax evasion.
and technically, it is kind of like everybody gets one sort of deal. But if it's like obviously like $280 at Target, probably not gonna fly. It'd have to be something crazy like $1,200 on PlayStation Network, or if you had like 74 OnlyFans charges come through.
I don't know how it happened.
Hey, Tanner, I need you to divulge who.
I can't on anything. I'm unemployed.
Yeah, we have to wait till we get to Patreon to have like a paywall. Then we can start giving out bank information.
I still don't think I can do it unless I see
The law can't get you on the other side of a paywall.
unless I see a split of the profits.
Hold on a minute.
Hey,
I think you just admitted fraud. You gotta cut that out. Now.
What do you think this is for?
On
We
the
got him.
on the episode of the Latex coming tomorrow, I admit to not driving with my hands all the time.
fucking sack of shit.
You don't drive with your hands.
Like when you drive with your knees.
No.
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 Also, Cody just shat his pants.
I would.
Smell it?
Yes, you aimed it at me.
I didn't know if it smelled good.
There's a lot happening.
It's never
No,
gonna smell
No,
good.
that's something I was taught as well to drive with your.
It's
hands.
not like a long term. It's like, oh man, I'm tired. I want to drive with my knees. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get a sip of my drink.
Now here's the thing.
No!
I was taught,
Okay, then obviously nobody here knows how to drive.
I was taught it. I don't do it because I'm a good driver.
Tanner, literally 2.5 years ago.
Look, it's
And now look, he's doom scrolling. He's looking at his phone.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta
was
go
gonna say
somewhere.
the whole knee thing. You know how in anime it's always like the forbidden technique is like that's driving with your knees.
I don't think. So.
Again, it's like if.
Hell,
my
hell,
God.
I've driven a car like reading the book.
That's
Okay, well,
whoa,
that's
whoa.
way worse.
That's pretty bad. Okay.
That's way, especially for Patrick, because I'm a little scared every time I get in the car with Patrick. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
happened one time.
I'm
It
gonna
was
play-
at a red light.
I'm gonna play a call out game.
Wait, we haven't even mentioned that Jonathan ran off the road playing a DS.
Yes.
Colt in the car.
No, I wasn't in
Wait,
the car.
what?
I
We were
was
him.
behind.
We were driving. We were on the straightaway.
It's when you were playing Final Fantasy IV
and
on
you
your
were playing
DS.
it-
on your
I
DS.
don't know if he wasn't playing on his DS. He was actually playing on his phone. I remember. You were playing on your phone, and you were playing some game on your phone while
don't-
driving.
I don't remember.
And
I'm
look,
pretty sure it was a
At
DS.
least when I was doing something reckless, it was like I was bettering myself at the same time.
By-
Hey,
Jonathan
Final
was playing
Fantasy's
Final
good
Fantasy.
story.
were you reading smut?
Patrick's like, oh, probably.
No, you weren't.
I'm not going to confirm or deny it, but those actions that they just described, I disavow.
Yeah, I read a book while driving in Minecraft.
Literally the worst.
Okay.
Minecraft doesn't even have cars. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
Cody's really
Fine,
mad.
Roadblock.
Minecraft doesn't have cars.
The worst thing I've ever done while driving was listen to an audiobook. That's about it.
So you drove and
Listen to a fucking audiobook.
Well, yeah, you're not supposed. Wait, with headphones in?
No.
Oh, okay.
no, Jonathan's the world's worst at that too. Because I would pass Jonathan going to campus all the time, and I would just see Jonathan in their truck with fucking earbuds
I was
in.
about to say because if you have earbuds, that's illegal. Like,
Who's gonna
that's-
snitch?
Ha ha! Reverse snitch.
We got you, fucker.
Why do you think we did this podcast, Jonathan? We got him.
Man, I just
Damn
love how
it.
everybody's just ousting themselves right now. Damn.
Driving with your knees is not illegal.
Neither is jerking off with your feet.
If it's not, it should be.
Nobody
Well,
caught that.
I would doubt that because you have to have your hands on the wheel.
That is not a law.
That is a law.
That is a
Look
law.
it up right now. It is not a law. You have to have your hands on the wheel.
I feel like that's a law.
that. There's no way that's a law.
We're looking it up, motherfucker.
There's no way that's a
here,
law.
Wait, let's bet. If it's not a, if it's
I'll
not,
bet right
No,
now.
if it's not a law, we have to each give Tanner like a high
not
five.
giving him
no,
shit.
high five. But if it is a law, Tanner, we have to start Tanner in.
Oh, you don't think of me alive?
We're gonna lock you in.
There's no way it explicitly says it. You have to
You have to
keep
have
your
both-
hands on the wheel.
Both hands on the wheel is like at all.
Well, if that's true, because we've all broken the law. Because nobody in this room drives with two hands.
Yeah, everybody drives with one hand.
So there's no way they mention anything about your hands being on the wheel at all times.
I think
while
you have to
driving.
at least have one hand on the wheel.
Oh, that's weird. We said plural hands.
4 hands?
We said plural.
Yeah, you have like, it's like the steering wheel's in the middle. It's like a couple's car. You drive together.
It's like the car from the live action Cat in the Hat where there's 3 steering wheels.
It's a
like
good
that.
car.
It was a good car.
According to Answers.com.
No,
Very
we need Alabama
good
state
source.
law.
Okay,
Oh
go
my
fuck
God.
yourself.
Wait, hold on.
Answers.com.
Well,
yeah, I could put any
Yeah, might as
bullshit
well go
on
to
there.
Ask Jeeves, Jonathan.
Hey, I mean,
Yeah.
it would have helped your
Pull
cause,
up
motherfucker.
Quora.
I literally watched a TikTok last night of a girl who said that this some obscure musical artist had schizophrenia. She put it on his Wikipedia at the age of 15, and then this news article put it up like after the guy died, like 2 or 3 years later. They put it out and said, "Oh, he had schizophrenia," and there was no evidence to back it up because that news article then
Use Wikipedia.
referenced the Wikipedia article, but then the Wikipedia article got updated with citation to reference the article that was published. So yeah,
That's wild.
You.
I was going through my TikToks last night, and Cody goes, I hate your For You page. How is that possible?
yeah, it was just anime noises all the time.
Yeah, I just want to say TikTok has brought back the AMV in a beautiful way.
I will say your
smell
TikTok is different from my
like
TikTok. My
vodka.
TikTok is insane.
Cody's TikTok.
No, Colt's TikTok is fucking unhinged.
Yes, that's true. Cody has the most normie For You page.
It's not normie.
The most normie.
That's surprising considering the heinous shit you've sent in the past.
Cody's
Yeah,
sense
well-
are pretty fucked.
Yeah, I have some pretty fucking crazy shit that pops up. It's just that sometimes I accidentally like a DIY, and then it's like, oh, now you're a white lady who.
Oh,
Cody's
yeah,
accidentally
that's
liked a
fair.
lot of them because it was so funny. Last night I told Cody, I was like, Cody, throw up a TikTok compilation. He pulls out his iPad, goes to his TikTok, and pulls up his likes, and just starts scrolling through them. And we just watched it for like 45 minutes on his iPad. He's like, oh, this one's funny.
There's some good.
I don't need to show you that
DIYs.
one. Oh, this one's pretty funny.
Jesus Christ.
And then we were going to watch Reba. We literally got 15 seconds of the Reba. Yeah, I'm not feeling it anymore.
Okay, we were watching the PlayStation event, and a game was being shown, and Cody just immediately just starts watching shit full fucking volume. Like, what? Like, Colt,
Yeah.
and Colt was literally like, "Can you not?"
It was an advertisement, actually.
It was the god. That's worse.
No, it's so funny because for some reason my dad just, I don't know why he does this, but like we were down in Florida like last, I want to say back in, it was 2019. We were down in Florida for my grandmother's birthday. We were doing something. My grandmother is talking. My Aunt Janet is also talking. My dad just starts to decide to play music and listen to it on his phone.
That's so good, though.
I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? He's like, I'm trying to listen to something. I'm like,
That's so good.
I'm like, but there are people talking. Like, what are you doing? It was, I was.
I had a moment like that today. I was at the spine care doctor with my mother, and she was scrolling through Facebook, and every single video that popped up, it would play super fucking loud, and I'd like, just turn your phone into mute your phone. She's like, I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm like, just mute it, and she's like, how am I gonna know
Buttons on the
anything?
side of your phone are.
And the thing is, my dad was like, I was like, don't you have headphones? And he's like, I left them at the hotel. I'm like, then just wait. Just wait. Why do you need to do this right now?
That was very much. Yesterday, I was on the train, and some asshole got onto the train with a fucking Bluetooth speaker and was blaring some shitty fucking like rap, and it was like not even good rap. It was like obviously his mixtape, and he was trying to promote. I'm like, this is not how you do it.
That's pretty good.
And
we should start doing that at the podcast.
Oh, fuck, I have something funny. Okay, go.
and on this
I also have a funny bit. I want to get in the queue. Sorry.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah, Cody, we
I'm
schedule our
next
Get
bits
your
now.
bits up here.
I'm after Tanner.
Jonathan, are you pulling up the law over there?
I couldn't find it, but I did find.
Cody still needs to talk. motherfucker.
Okay, Jonathan's in the queue behind Colt. Go.
So I was on the train, and this dude comes on with this shitty fucking music, and this train in particular, I don't know if it's every train, but in this particular car, there was a security person there who literally walked. I mean, there's signs on the wall. She walked up. This is the first time I've ever experienced this. I thought that she was gonna let it fly. I was like, here we go. She's not gonna do anything about it. Well, she fucking walks up, and she tells the guy, hey, turn that off. Put in headphones. And he's like, he gets all pissy with her. He's like, no, I'm not gonna do that, man. I'm not. He's like, you made me want to. And she was like, turn it off. And she like flashes her fucking gun. Like, not like I'm gonna shoot you, but like,
What the fuck?
just like kind of puts her hand on it. He goes, all right, I'll turn it off. And then another security guard walks up from the other car behind us, and he turns to that. The guy's already he's taking off his sunglasses, so anonymity is gone, I guess. And he turns to the guy. He's like, she made me turn my music off. And the guard was like, okay. He just kept walking. It was like fucking weird. Anyways,
I'm next in the queue. Okay, so when we were in Las Vegas, we walked by the mall, and I didn't even see this, but apparently this whole exchange happened where my dad, some guy was just asking. He was like on the corner, and he was like, "Hey, can somebody like buy my my music or whatever?" But my dad didn't know that he it was his mixtape that he was selling on CD. So my dad just thought, I just thought it was classical or just a random some music. He didn't realize that he just bought some random off the street rapper's music, and so he just he gives him $15, gets a CD, and then we get back to the hotel, and then he realizes he's like, I don't know what to do with this now. So he leaves it in the hotel room when we leave to come back home. It was so funny.
I wish you kept it so
I know.
bad.
Yeah, I kind of wish you kept it now.
I was like, man, I wish we could have brought it back for the podcast. But then I thought, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with it either. So I was like, whatever.
My funny bit. So we were talking about our parents being old now. So my mom does this thing where she doesn't know how to order off Amazon. So she'll send me, instead of sending me a link, and she'll act stupid when I say just send me a link. She's like, I don't know how to do that. So she'll screenshot a picture. So she uses this website called Hip to Save that's gets promo codes for stuff. So she'll find it on Hip to Save, screenshot the Hip for Save web page, the app, send it to me, and she's like, I want you to buy me this. And the product she'll want will be buy the SUXWLWMA, is a bunch of letters, a bunch of numbers, and use promo code the whole alphabet and every number. And I'm just like, you got to learn how to send links. She's like, I'm not going to learn how to send links. So she literally, it's and she'll send it to me while I'm at work at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I don't have time for this. And she's like, okay, well, can you buy it in 20 minutes or 30 minutes? I was like, I don't know. I am at work. So yeah, that was my bit.
Bazinga.
Whoa!
That's mine.
Oh,
And that's the word of the week.
Jonathan, do your thing.
I couldn't find a bill explicitly stating it. However, YouTube channel Helpful DIY has a tutorial on how to steer your car with your knees driving lesson.
See?
So I'm right.
If Jonathan wrecks in the next week, we're gonna know what happened.
Playing Final Fantasy V
and guess
on
what?
the
We're going to have
DS.
the link to that video in the description of this episode.
No, we are
No,
not.
actually, let's not do that. I feel like that might be liability issue.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's only their fault if they click on it.
that's true. That's true. That's how the government works.
So the only link dump in AYCH history, it's just a bunch of live leak videos for some reason.
Jesus fucking
What the
Christ.
fuck?
Jesus.
Oh, you
Go
know,
straight to the Ogre's collection.
I was gonna say something, but I totally forgot what I was gonna say. So there we go.
Thanks.
What was I gonna fucking say? I was gonna make it funny.
I don't know.
I feel like it took so long for the Q bit to really get going, and then the conclusion of the Q bit, because that was really the greater bit here was the Q bit.
Yeah.
And they actually did it. It's like, oh, well.
Yeah, then we actually listened to it. So.
Are you hinting that you're the Q shaman? What the fuck's happening?
No. Did you see that he doesn't want to be called that anymore?
What, is he realizing that whatever he's doing is bad?
Yeah, because he's going to jail, I'm pretty sure, prison or whatever. And he was like, it's just bad for my reputation to be called that now. I'm like, yeah, you think,
No
bud?
fucking shit.
Well,
I wonder why there, Jethro.
That fucking piece of fucking cookout stuck in my throat.
Say you're fucking funny.
I can't remember it. I'm so sorry.
You think we'll ever become as unhinged as our parents?
I hope not.
No, they all have lead poisoning.
That is...
Cody's right.
Yeah.
Boomers have irreversible brain damage from lead poisoning.
I do
From the
believe
paint
that.
and from the exhaust.
Didn't they talk about that on a last podcast?
Yes.
I think, where they talked about how everybody born between this year and this year
It's like
Yeah,
70s.
has very acute lead poisoning.
There's a lot of studies that are pushing that are. I mean, obviously, it's something that we're having to look in retrospect. But over the past 20, 30 years, we've done a lot of research in regards to lead poisoning and lead in paint, lead in
Gas.
That was one of the big ones,
Yeah.
gas and lead paint. Also lead pipes in the drinking water. Lead poisoning led to basically the era of violence that just dropped off in 92. That went from the 40s all the way up to the 90s was just a stark contrast to what it is. Crime was huge. And then in 92, it took a sharp drop because that's when the the lead regulations and the regulations of those poisons started kicking in, started actually like affecting the generations, and so kids born from like 1992 onwards are less likely to be as violent.
Well, and not only does it attacks the parts of the brain that are like responsible for like, I think like decision making and empathy and stuff like that.
Is that why people our parents' age just post online chronically now?
Where they need to go outside and touch some fucking grass.
Yeah. I mean, truth be told, I really do think that a majority, like maybe not everybody, but I do think there's a lot of stuff that, like, obviously we're being poisoned by stuff too. There's going to be some
social media.
Exactly.
See, I was going to say chicken nuggets.
I think that's what happened to Colt. I think that's the reason why he is.
Cody has harped on this for like 15 years.
No, for real. This is like a 20-year-old bit.
The first 6 years of Colt's life, he only ate like frozen chicken nuggets and bacon.
Hey, I was just a baby. You could have told me no.
He wouldn't eat a fucking
Baby's
veggie.
out of control.
He
We
wouldn't
can't
eat a
stop
veggie.
him.
I think
He's
that-
got chicken strength.
Still got it, baby.
I think that's what fucked him up was the chicken nuggets. I think it was Tyson chicken's to blame.
Baby, no.
You know what? Y'all never found out what happened to Bip and Bop.
We never found out what happened to Bip and Bop. No one remembers that bit. Bip and Bop. Okay, when did I tell the story?
That was probably last year, year before.
Was that on the podcast?
No.
Okay, so growing up, Colt and I had 2 chickens
Oh, okay.
named Bip and Bop. And
I haven't heard this story.
we also had several other chickens, but we didn't have names for them because they were brown chickens. They were just ran around, so we didn't have really. There was a bunch of them. They were brown, and we just didn't name them. Bip and Bop were special because they were chickens who were black and white. They were peppered, so that's what Bip and Bop. We could not tell which one was Bip and which one was Bop. We just knew that they were Bip and Bop. We saw one, we saw both. That's just what we saw. And one day, either Bip or Bop, one of them just came up gone. Like we couldn't find him. We could not find Bip or Bop. They usually were together, and next thing you know, Bip and or Bop was the only one left. We were very confused about that. So, to kind of, it's like, okay, well, which one do we fucking name it? Is it Bip or is it Bop? So we merged them. That was Bip Bop from then on. Bip Bop the chicken. So yeah, we don't know what happened to Bip Bop. We think it was a hawk, but probably a hawk or the snake bit it.
Coyote.
But then the camera pulls back, you just see Colt just leering in the shadows of a tree branch.
Just fucking snapping the neck of a fucking chicken. But yeah, there was, and I do have to.
It wasn't a baby; it was a chicken.
I do have a chicken adjacent story regarding Bip and Bop and those other like little brown hens that we had. The brown hens that we had, they would lay eggs, right? And this one chicken laid an egg one time, and it was about 4 or 5 years later, after all the chickens had gone away, that I found one of the eggs that the chickens had laid, and it was just chilling in the corner of our yard, and I was like, who laid this fucking egg? I was like, we haven't had chickens in years, so I'm thinking it's full of shit. So I went and I put it on the table, and I guess a little bit of movement made a crack. It exploded. This chicken egg exploded. There was nothing inside of it. Apparently it had it had just been cooking in the sun for fucking 4 years. Nothing inside of it. All of it had either evaporated or some shit. I don't know how it happened, but all there was just gas build up in this egg that just fucking exploded and smelled like the worst fart.
You just fucking threw a stink grenade in our fucking house.
Yeah, well, it wasn't inside the house. It was outside on the table.
I remember
but
that story, but the first time you said it was an Easter egg.
I thought it was an Easter egg. I don't know if it was an Easter egg or a Bip or Bop egg. I don't remember.
How do y'all remember all this stupid shit Cody tells us?
Bring it back to earlier, just like weird old bits. There was an episode, I think it's the one where John and I were doing Return to Goop, and I was plugging the episode that you and Cody were doing on the late takes. And it's like, good old lad, ground beef Cody's coming back for a podcast. And Jonathan looked at me like I was fucking insane. They didn't remember that would be a nickname Cody had at the very beginning
I was
of the
about to
show.
say the very beginning of the
that was because
podcast.
Jonathan was in the middle of fucking falling during that bit.
Let me reenact Jonathan's first appearance ever on AYCH.
Okay.
That was so loud.
That was way louder. I should have did the plastic chair.
Why'd you think it would be loud? It's metal. No.
You already did it.
Stop. Now you gotta do it.
I bought these chairs.
I don't care. No, you didn't.
We bought these chairs.
Oh, that was loud. Fuck.
Okay, first of all, Tanner's over here fucking up the audience chairs.
Don't drop the treadmill.
And then, like, he does this after he breaks our recliner, hooting and hollering, getting rowdy for All Out.
I'm just gonna say I don't think I broke the recliner.
You're the only ones that did it.
Yeah, it was like you were sitting in it, and then the next day it was messed up.
I think y'all are looking for a blame man.
I think it was canon.
You know how I
You
said
smelt it, you dealt it.
Me, yeah.
you know how I asked if we would become unhinged as their parents already.
No,
Example A.
Wenzel and I were talking. Wenzel and Colt and I were at Cookout earlier, and I was kind of talking about this. It's like you get to a certain age, and the age is about 25, 26 is when it happens. Sorry, Tanner. But you get to the certain age where like the drive to be like give a fuck just sort of goes away.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
1,000%.
Like the past couple years, my give a fuck a meter has
Dude,
like,
I get married in 2 months. I've won. I've
Yeah.
impressed who I need to impress. I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm out of the fucking game.
It started because we were talking about, like, in the parking lot, this obviously these high schoolers pull up in these massive jacked up trucks with all these little tricks and all these little pieces of like jewelry. I don't know, truck jewelry, fucking customs.
Sure.
And the
I
truck
don't
had
know.
teats too.
Truck nuts.
and they're like obviously like they look like 12-year-olds to me. And we talked about how like as you get older, the younger people start looking more and more like children.
Yes.
How like now when I was in college, obviously like middle schoolers and young high schoolers look like kids.
But
And-
now, like, college students look like babies to me.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I'm like looking at these people who are 20, 22, and I'm like, holy shit, they need to go back to high school, like 'cause these are children.
Yeah.
But we were talking about that, but also the need to impress just completely disappears.
Yep.
And it's like this weird like little thing where you no longer give a fuck about clout. You no longer give a shit about like what whoever else is doing, what they're doing. Like obviously there's like an era of professionalism that even like it like transforms into professionalism, and then suddenly once you get into a professional environment, that all starts to go away too.
Yeah.
So now I don't have to impress anybody. I don't want to impress fucking anyone. I don't
No.
give a shit what people
I just
say.
buy a bunch of Pokemon cards.
Buy a fucking bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon cards. You start to realize okay, obviously, you need to survive. You need money to survive and stuff like that. But there are times where you're like looking at your bank, you're like, yeah, but like, I want to buy Yu-Gi-Oh! cards.
Yeah.
And then you just do.
I mean, that's kind of what quarantine has been for like all of us. Because like even without being inebriated, I made some questionable purchases. Just like I bought like 5 full series of tokusatsu from this guy in Minnesota. Great quality. I would say I was buying one set of toku like a day for a while. And a lot of comic books too. Just like
I would love for the 6 of us to have a collective list of things we've bought in the last 18 months.
Don't fucking think about it.
Like not like Christmas presents or stuff, but stuff we've bought for ourselves. I would love to go.
hey,
over that
money's
list.
fake and the world's burning, so buy the fuck up.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
you really do have to. You really do have to frame it differently because, like,
I spent $17 on a can of Mountain Dew.
and that's the thing is that's one of the, this is one of those things that I'm trying to understand. Is it my age? Is it because I'm getting older, or is it because the world's going to shit?
No, it's because you're getting older. You're almost 30.
I think it's a combination because the world does suck, and it's just like I'm gonna die.
And what
Yeah,
part?
I honestly think it's more of the latter.
It's like it's a little bit of, to me it's like a little bit of both, obviously, but like to me it's like okay, because I fucking got up and moved to fucking Miami. Like who does that shit in the middle of a pandemic?
An insane, fucking crazy lunatic.
Cole hates Miami, by the way.
It sucks. It's nothing but
we've talked
insane
about
people.
this on multiple podcasts on the network at this point.
But I don't know. It's just I think it's neat. I think that's interesting. I think that we're starting to realize like the things that matter actually don't matter, or the things that were perceived as mattering don't matter anymore.
And the things that don't matter the most, like Pokemon cards.
Exactly. But that's the thing is that, like but that's also the freedom of it all. Is just like, yeah, I can go and like Yu-Gi-Oh cards now. I can like Pokemon cards now. I can go and do these things and not feel bad about it.
Yeah.
I have the money to waste on my hyperfixations.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Give
Really
it-
boils down to that.
It's just always funny when you see like people who are like, you still do this, or like you're doing this, and it's like, yeah,
It's fun.
And
My
You
favorite
calling the cops, fucker?
My favorite thing is like I don't remember who I was talking to. Somebody asked me, they were like, "Oh wow, I can't believe you still do Pokemon cards." I was like, "I just started again last year." I dropped off for 15 years, so I'm back, baby.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I play. I play Pokemon the video game. Last year I think I watched like 2 seasons of fucking Pokemon Sun and Moon. I've gotten back into Yu-Gi-Oh. I play Yu-Gi-Oh. A lot of those things I'm reaching back into like childhood things, and like there's a certain nostalgia factor too there, which obviously companies are banking off of, right? But
Pokemon Company just had their most profitable year ever.
Pokemon Company just introduced fucking 1 card like Exodia.
Pokemon Company is just dangling their balls around.
Pokemon Company can suck my fat nuts.
Pokemon companies took a dump on my chest.
I can't wait for the next games. They look good.
I'm very excited. I mean, that's the thing is I'm just enjoying the things as they come to me, and like not trying to plan it out, not trying to anticipate or plan out or whatever. Just trying to enjoy the things. I mean, that's the reason why I'm here right now is because last Friday I was like looking through my Snapchat and I was like looking at a bunch of the stuff that we've done. Like I noticed, it's been nearly 5 years since we went to fucking. It's been 4 years since we went on a food trip.
Food trip was over 4 years ago.
And I was like, and then they were talking about doing the you guys are doing the lad weekend, the banter weekend this weekend, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going home. I'm going home and doing it. And so,
I mean, it's the best time to do it right now. I feel. I mean, because like, future's not looking too great with new variants and shit like that.
So who knows? I mean, it's been 18 months since we did something like this. So. I mean,
You've been home more recently, but just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like a big sustained block of time. like we
Yeah,
had
last time he was
before.
only home for
we used
a
to
night.
like people. I don't know if people know like obviously when you do a podcast for so long, I'm pretty sure Jonathan and Patrick are sitting on either side of me for a reason. They're going to kill each other at some point because no, it's your turn to edit. No, it's your turn. I guess I'll edit this time. Passive aggressive to each other about doing the podcast. Yeah, I
That's
know.
why I'm keeping these two apart.
Yeah, I know.
I
But
hate
the
you
truth
very
is
hard.
that like we've pretty consistently from 2015 up until March of 2020 have gotten together for what we call banter weekends, where we get all of us together or some variation or some conglomeration of this 6 group of people together in one singular space or home or whatever. Watch movies, play video games, watch stupid fucking Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, we started out watching Vine compilations. Like we did this for a solid 5 years.
Yeah.
Like nearly monthly or bi-monthly.
I mean, to be fair, we used to do this constantly, even before the podcast.
Hell,
Oh, yeah, that's
I mean,
what-
we did
yeah.
it in we did it in 2012 as well, but 2015 is probably when the consistency started. Like when we
Yeah.
started doing when we first did the Twitch channel and all that stuff. Like when we did all that stuff back then in 2012. Like we would hang out, we'd do 72-hour. Like
God, that makes me tired. Just
yeah,
thinking
just
of
think
it.
about it. But and the fact
again.
that we haven't done it in 18 months, I was like, well, I really need to be back for that. I really need to be back and do that.
And it's funny because you're already coming back down from my bachelor party in
Yeah.
less than 2 months.
Yeah, I mean that's fine because like, what does it all matter
Yeah.
at this point? Like, what does it all matter?
And it's funny too because you mentioned like, oh, we would watch like anime and stuff. We literally for this banter weekend have created a Toonami lineup for us for Saturday night.
where everyone contributes like 2 shows to the pot. I mean, it's like,
Yeah, and we're gonna like just marathon them like a classic Toonami. Yeah, I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, and I think that our group in particular has been very good about. I don't want to say giving into like those sorts of things, but we've been really good at like keeping up those little things that we've done, like when we were kids till now. Video
Yeah.
games.
I never
Pokemon,
thought
Yu-Gi-Oh,
that my
anime.
interests were weird. Like, I always thought that people that just dropped off something that they were really passionate because I thought they were stupid. Like, you spent so much time doing this, and now you're like, that's dumb? You are dumb.
I mean, I go through waves, but yeah, no, we've been pretty consistent about it, and I don't know. That's just.
Also, we're in contact every day.
Yeah.
Like we are.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we talk every day.
Every
I mean, we've probably
day.
talked. I've probably talked to Patrick. No shit, since Patrick has been on the podcast every single day since then.
Yeah,
For
in
like
some
4 years.
capacity. Like obviously,
Yeah.
there might be some leaner days, or it's just like not always in person. It's through chat, but like there's never been a day where somebody hasn't said something to somebody, even if we're not like individually may talking to everybody, but like
group chat.
we're always connected in some fashion.
Now, if we didn't say anything in the group chat for like more than a day, there's something wrong.
There's something fucky about.
Yeah. Most of the time, but the thing is, though, is most of the time there's always something to share in the group chat.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just I think that's one of the we've got a very, very, very very rare group that I have not seen. I mean, I see people all the time on like Facebook.
I can only think of the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
I can only think of the Beatles.
I was literally about to say the Beatles.
Did you know they jerked off together?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did.
That's something I learned yesterday.
That's not something we have done.
I love it. Colt's like, we're like the Beatles. Speaking of.
That's but yeah, no, I keep seeing people on like Facebook who are, let's say Facebook. God fucking damn, why am I even on Facebook? But
Well, we know why you're on there.
yeah, but just for the drama. But between, you know, people I've graduated with talking about, I don't have any friends anymore, like friend groups fading away, and you get to our age and you have kids and you never talk to friends anymore. And maybe we'll get to that point in like maybe 5 or 6 years, whatever it may
We
be.
better fucking not. I'm used to this now.
Yeah,
I don't like change.
Maybe that might happen in the future, but for now, like we've survived. I think the part that like the majority of the time it happens through college, through whatever it may be, like.
People literally moving out of state.
Okay, like this has been the biggest change to the dynamic with Tanner. He's still in town. He getting married, has his house, so like he's a bit more removed than Cody's in another state, but there's still like a closeness there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all knew that when after Tanner got through his marriage and house thing, that he would come back.
I was coming back.
He
I just needed the free time.
His whole marriage, that's just a phase.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, let's not say my marriage is just a phase. I hope not.
No, but I mean, like doing the adult thing. Now you're like, fuck.
Yeah, now I'm regressing.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
had, like,
Right back to it, buddy.
You had like your adult stuff, but now you're just like, okay, that was fun. I got to be proper and prim for now. Now it's back to bullshit.
Yeah, it was so funny today. I came here straight from work, and I wear a tie to work. And Liz was like, "Oh, you look fancy." I was like, "Shut the fuck up! Don't talk to me."
Because it was so funny because literally he walks in like all business, prep, and I'm literally walking a door of trash wearing like
Pat's
a
wearing-
Southern woman's t-shirt and like a hot pants.
His Bucky short shorts, and it was so funny because I thought I was going to beat Patrick here. I was like, "Did you just get home and just get naked like that?" And then they were like, "You don't," and I was like, "Well, I guess I do."
Because like when we get home, it's like it's
We all do a podcast here 9 nights a week, so
I mean,
You're
look,
not wrong.
I would say about more than a half our week is recorded in some fashion. But anyway, usually when you get home, you're getting your car. It's like 108 asshole degrees. So the second I get in my room, I'm just tearing every inch of clothes off my body, trying to live.
Yeah, that's the, yeah. I mean, truth be told, like, I mean, I used to get butt naked. I just get butt naked.
Oh yeah, because Cody doesn't need an excuse to get, but like he'll just do it.
Yeah, I get naked. I mean, what, like, let me get naked. Right
Cody's
now.
getting naked right now. Oh my god.
Woo! Here we go.
I really thought he was going to take off his whole shirt. Cody's like, "It's not late enough for that. It's only 8:17."
Yeah, wait till we get to the house.
Well, I think that was a great return to form for the lads. It's like nothing's ever changed. This exact same chaotic bullshit just ramped up to its highest intensity.
I think, is that my fault?
I think it's just the energy the six of us create in a room together. Because really, and like I've noticed this too, like when they started doing in-person recordings again, they had the energy. And when I was here for the E3 show, I felt like the E3 show was unhinged. We went like 3.5 hours on E3.
The more people we have, the more crazy stuff that comes out. I don't
That's
know.
why the All Out
But it
review went
has-
3 hours.
But it has to be us. It can't be just random strangers.
Because like even the Cage Steaks episode that came out recently, that was buck wild. There's like literally 20 minutes that's like on the rails and freeform, and the rest is just bullshit.
Yeah, it's
Because
all-
like literally our first episode recorded in person back was Godzilla vs. King Kong episode. And about most of that is just us just getting the energy out because that was the first time us recording. One of the first times we had a group of people together. So like that whole review is just lost in a sandstorm of chaos and bullshit.
Yeah, we're stars and we have a line.
I think all of us have very unique personalities that are able to inject chaos. Not chaos, but like energy into other people. So even when we have like the podcast is literally just us with microphones in front of us.
yes, it's a literal
If-
like yeah.
It's whenever, like, I know for me at least, whenever I walk into a party or whatever, and we have a lot of friends who are obviously the fringe people who, if you in high school, right? If you want to talk about the cliques, right? They were the people who were on the fringes. Those were the people who didn't fit in, I guess.
I was extremely popular, so I don't know what you're talking
Tanner
about.
was pretty popular.
was
Tanner
actually
fucking worked
Tanner
so
was like the
hard to
preppy
stay
boy
popular.
with his polo and his
scene
khaki.
kid.
But like a majority of our friends, basically, whenever you walk into like, especially the people that we spin around, they're quiet people. They're people who aren't used. They're introverted, I should say. That's probably the word. But like whenever I walk into a room, or when any of us walk into a room, it's like we inject the room with just like laughter and just like I pinpoint people and I'm like, I want to get them to laugh. I want them to.
Cody's pretty much saying we're all the Joker.
Yeah, you're over there tooting your own dick hole.
Cody's like, nobody else in our friend group's funny besides us.
You're like, fuck everyone else.
I think they
So
all.
it's like the second I walk into, I have to bother
But I
someone.
mean, we really are all funny.
Yeah.
But we are the funniest people that I know.
I'm
or
just
I am.
saying, like, I'm the funniest in the group,
Okay,
obviously.
Colt might be the funniest in the group. I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying we all have personality types that lend us to be people who make other people excited. So when one of us individually walks into a group of introverts, we can highlight them. But when we all get together, it's a fucking raucous.
So what you're saying is everyone should be grateful that they know us.
Yeah, be grateful,
better.
you piece of shit. You know, tip me.
I'm
Tip
good on
me.
that train, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. I think we need to save some for later, so we'll tie it off here for now. So thank you all so much for listening. Thank you, Tanner and Cody, for coming back, reuniting the gang like old days. And apparently Wenzel is trying to proposition Tanner for some water.
I don't know what he wants.
I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
Why do you got a fucking death grip on that bottle?
Wenzel, I'm trying to wrap up. I swear to God, if you don't stop, I'm going to sew your dick hole closed.
Is that a fucking diabetes strip on the floor?
Hey, threaten him too.
No.
Honestly, Cody, that's the least troubling thing that's been on this floor.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Because
Okay.
you're not here for all the crickets and the insect attacks.
I was about to say, I'm actually shocked there's no cricket down here.
I mean, there was a fat-ass millipede, but it was dead.
Well, millipedes don't turn into crickets.
That's the larval form of crickets, don't you know?
No.
You just sleep through high school biology?
Yeah.
Such an idiot. So stupid.
Anyway, we're closing it down. For real. So thank you all for listening. You can follow us wherever podcasts are found. That's SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. We're on all those places. Be sure to like, rate, use, and subscribe to all those platforms. Helps us out, keeps us visible, puts us in front of new listeners. We always appreciate you when you do it. You can follow us on our socials on Twitter and Instagram at AYCH Podcast. Another box on Facebook at AllYouCanHear, Twitch at twitch.tv/AllYouCanHear, and YouTube as well, which is also at AllYouCanHear. And if you're listening to this at the week it comes out on Thursday, you can be enjoying a brand new episode of Uncaged, Uncaging Greatness, where we celebrate Justin's birthday, where we have a Dolph Lundgren movie retrospective. And lastly, you can follow me, Patrick, on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. John lost his name, my art on Facebook, and John lost his name, art.
My name Colt. Follow me on Twitter, ColtD00. Happy birthday, Justin. I love you. Hugs and kisses. XOXO.
Thank you. I'm Wenzel. You can follow me on Twitter at Wenzel Wilkie. You can follow my art Instagram more at Wenzy. Go to my link tree. I have my Goodreads and my Letterboxd reviews for books and movies. Happy birthday, Justin.
My name is John. You can follow me on Twitter at JONIIBY24 and John Henson12 on Letterboxd.
What's up? My name's Tanner. I host the late takes on here now. They can't get rid of me. Can't die. If you're listening to this the week of release, or the day of release, actually, tomorrow I'm releasing an episode with Garrett Kidney. Is probably the most I've done a podcast with somebody that I haven't co-hosted a podcast with. So we talk about some interesting things. He's Irish, so a little bit of international flair.
Top of the morning to you.
Worldwide over there.
Yeah. So everybody
sexy.
check that out. We're
Exotic.
on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Just search the late takes. You can follow me on Twitter at Tanner1495. Justin, happy birthday.
This has been Cody. And I'm going to ask you to just follow my Letterboxd. I am currently wrapping up my Marvels. I guess I am wrapping up my Marvel list.
You just watched Endgame. That's
I
the last one.
I watched Endgame. No, but then I got to watch Black Widow and Shang-Chi, so I haven't seen those two yet. However, if you would like to follow me on Letterboxd, that'd be great. I've been watching lots of movies lately. I've seen 62 movies this year.
Wow. Very nice.
I'm sure.
I'm at 115, so you suck.
I watched my Annie Ninth movie yesterday.
I'm in the 70s.
Are you-
I'm like late 70s.
I'm
early
at
80s.
64.
I'm just saying
You're only at 64, really?
Two people here did not wish Justin Bieber happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Justin
Also,
Bieber.
Cody did not say his Letterboxd username.
Oh, it's CMDDOC11.
It's not Justin Bieber. It's Justin
CMDDOC11. You
Shin.
can also follow me on Instagram. I'm not really posting anything, but you can just do it anyways if you want to.
Yeah, bumper numbers.
Also, Cody's number 1, 2.
All right, good night, everybody. Take care.
Bye.